please stand and remain standing for the national anthem. You may be seated. Students, faculty and staff, honored guests, parents, colleagues, and friends. I am so happy to see you here, and for the first time ever, also online, hello viewers, for the Roseman University of Health Sciences College of Pharmacy White Coat Ceremony for the class of 2025. Woo! Welcome. It is my privilege to oversee today's ceremony, which will serve as the first step for these students towards joining a profession of which I am proud to be a member. To the class of 2025, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know each of you over this past week in orientation, and I want to share a few thoughts with you. Today, Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022, is the start of a journey that will be exciting. All of you have worked hard to obtain the seat you sit in today. You have studied hard, stayed up late, and even wedged in a little Netflix before studying for OChem 2, but you made it. And despite the challenges of a global pandemic during the time that you are completing the prerequisites to be here, here you are. Congratulations on your achievement thus far. Today we celebrate those accomplishments and begin looking to what is yet to come. For many of you, these accomplishments could not have happened without the support of friends and family. So I would like to take a moment to acknowledge all of the parents, spouses, partners, children, relatives, and friends who are here to share this special day with you. Your support during the next few years will be vital to the success of these students. Class of 2025, we are a few moments away from donning each of you with your white coats. This symbolizes the beginning of your pharmacy school experience. And as we talked about this past week in orientation, doesn't Monday feel like forever ago after that PCalc quiz this morning? It is also the start of the public viewing you differently as well. The next ceremony, which we will all be together like this, will be when we celebrate you receiving your Doctor of Pharmacy degrees. Kind of crazy. But before we get too ahead of ourselves and you start planning those graduation parties, you futuristic strength finders, let's enjoy the moment for what it is. Can I get a round of applause for this amazing and talented class? Now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Eukarya Nadi, the Chancellor of the Henderson campus. She is also, I believe, the best-dressed chancellor on the West Coast. Following Chancellor Noddy, we will hear from Dr. David Rollins, Assistant Dean for Research.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Oswald. It is my pleasure and privilege to introduce our board members here with us today. Trustee Harvey Riceburg. Trustee Ricky Smith, see here? No? And Holly Prevo? Oh, okay. Oh, yay! Our trustees are individuals who are given their talent, their time, to make us a better institution. So we are always grateful when they can find a time to come celebrate you. So thank you very much, and give a wonderful Roseman round of applause to our trustees. Okay. Class of 2025, are you here? Yeah. All right, yeah. It gives a really nice sound to it. You have chosen a great profession. You chose a profession where you have to pay attention to details. This is a profession where a decimal point can kill somebody. Because a decimal point can mean that you have just dispensed 10 times the dose. So you have to pay attention. And like any other health profession, pharmacy is rigorous. And that is because you have patients' lives in your hand. You will have bumps on the road. You're going to have times when you wonder, oh my God, what did I get myself into? When you get to those moments, think of how hard you worked to get here. Let that motivate you. Think of all those behind you who are here supporting you and who believes in you. Let that motivate you. Remember, so many people believed in you, including yourself. And there were times you may have doubted yourself, and there were people who believed in you and kept telling you, you can do it. And you are here. You are here because we believe you can do it. Are you going to do it? Yes. Oh, come on. Come on. Are you going to do it? Yes. All right. You are going to do it. You are going to work hard, and you will make it. And remember, when in doubt, ask questions. You have wonderful faculty and staff to help you through this journey. And we are looking forward to you making wonderful pharmacists, because you will be Roseman graduates. Dr. Oswald said a few minutes ago, the next time we meet, it's going to be your... Oh, come on, people. We can do better than this. If you're not looking forward to a graduation in 3 years, you are in the wrong place. What's happening in 3 years? Graduation. And that means being a pharmacist. And that means being a great pharmacist. And as you embark on this journey, there is more to pharmacy than just filling prescriptions. So keep in mind all the other areas that some of you may not be thinking about now as a pharmacist. We have people in hospital pharmacy. Yeah, most of you know that. We also have people in academia. You know that because those are your teachers. We have people who are in managed care. Believe it or not, we have pharmacists who are politicians. We also have pharmacists who work for associations. Your degree gives you the opportunity to be whatever it is you want to be. And you can add to it. Life doesn't end with a PharmD degree. Life begins with a PharmD degree. Thank you so much for choosing pharmacy, my profession. Thank you so much for choosing Roseman University as the place to begin this journey. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Now, excuse me, now that's a tough act to follow. But I do appreciate the call out to pharmaceutical calculations and decimal points. Right, students? Yeah, okay. Honestly, it is a pleasure to welcome you here at the White Coat Ceremony. I've already welcomed you, for good or bad, in the classroom, right? But it is exciting to have you here as the Roseman class of 2025. We have an exceptional student body, and I am glad that you are here to join them. We're happy that you've chosen to become a pharmacist here at Roseman's College of Pharmacy. I now speak for the entire faculty, staff, administration in saying that we are here to help you. I've told you that before. We are here to help you on your journey, and we will be encouraging your success all along the way. It is my pleasure to introduce our college administration, faculty, and staff to you. Students, these outstanding individuals will be your mentors, teachers, advocates, and counselors, and will be very excited to see you in 3 years in your cap and gown. First of all, let me introduce to you the Dean of our College of Pharmacy, Dr. Larry Fannin. Our Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Leanna Oswald. Our Assistant Director of Admissions and Student Affairs, Mrs. Lisa Stone. Next, seated with us and behind you is our College of Pharmacy faculty, adjunct faculty, and preceptors. All of you who are here, will you please stand to be recognized? Great. Now, this event would not have happened with the next group, and that is our College of Pharmacy staff. Would all of the staff members please stand and also be recognized? I have personally been witness to the many hours that they have worked to try to plan this event for us today. I also wish to thank all of the pharmacy sponsors that have generously supported both this White Coat Ceremony and support our College of Pharmacy. Let's give them a round of applause as well. I will now turn the podium back to Dr. Oswald.
Sorry about that, lost my spot in the book. Next, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Helen Park. Now, Dr. Park gave us 3 bullet points for her personal bio, but I don't think that would do her justice in introducing her to our fabulous class of 2025, as well as everyone here in the audience. Dr. Helen Park is currently the Pharmacy Director of the Nevada Department of Corrections and also the President of the Nevada State Board of Pharmacy. She is also an alumnus of our college and a road runner, just like you have all become. And in 10 short years, it is such an honor, since her graduation, I should say, class of 2012, in 10 short years to see all that Dr. Park has accomplished. It is an honor to have her here today to address you all on this special occasion. Welcome, Dr. Park.
All right, thank you for that introduction, Dr. Oswald. Good afternoon and a special welcome to the Doctor of Pharmacy class of 2025. It's so good to see you all, and it's an honor to stand before you today as you begin your life's journey to become a pharmacist. I'd like to start by congratulating each of you for your accomplishments to date. Your hard work and your determination has brought you to this momentous occasion. And this is just the beginning of so many more accomplishments to come. Class of 2025, today and for the rest of your professional lives, you will hear about the important role of pharmacists, the responsibilities that come with our line of work, as well as the privileges and the special honor it is to help others live healthier lives. Pharmacy is a calling and a way of life that I have no doubt that you will find both rewarding and fulfilling. Last week, at the start of your orientation, you officially began your journey in becoming a pharmacist. And it feels like just yesterday, because it was, your first day of pharmacy school. So today, I'd like to talk to you about your role as a pharmacy student. It is a very unique role, and having lived through it myself and having witnessed many students experience it, I have 3 pieces of advice for you to be successful in pharmacy school. But before I dive into that, I just want to reassure you that all of you have what it takes to be a successful pharmacy student and a future pharmacist. Sometimes I think you need to hear that. And I need you to know that if you didn't have what it takes, you wouldn't be here. You've earned your seat in this class. Now, I know you already know how to attend lectures, study for exams, but the thing I'm going to talk to you about today can't be learned from lectures or small group discussions. Today, I am going to give you the secret to success in pharmacy school. You ready? Okay, it's not Red Bull. I'm going to tell you that up front. Okay, all right. So number 1, be open to opportunities to learn. So your learning opportunities are everywhere, and you will learn from your professors, your preceptors, from your classmates, from each other, and from your patients. Take this time to fully immerse yourself in the learning experience and enjoy just how special this period of becoming is. Show up, do the work, ask questions as only students can, and as President Emeritus Dr. Harry Rosenberg would say, the time to learn is now. Okay, number 2, lean into being uncomfortable. It is easy to be comfortable. It's easy to not try. It's easy to give up. And it's easy to make a lot of excuses. Get out of your comfort zone. You learn the most when you're challenged, when you don't know what to do, because you learn from doing. People who understand this, they don't run away from being uncomfortable. They lean into it because they know that on the other side of things, it will make them better and stronger for it. Okay, and number 3, finally, live with courage and purpose. So during the next 3 years, you will face some type of adversity. Pharmacy school is not easy. So how are you going to handle things when things get tough, when you start doubting yourself? The number 1 thing I've seen holding students back is their fear. It's that fear of failure. And sometimes, I see people give up before even trying because they are scared. You have to remember that in that case, the only person that can stand in your way is you. In the last 8 years, I've met with hundreds, if not thousands of students. And before assessments, I can't tell you how many times a student has asked me, Dr. Park, what if I fail? And my response is always, what if you pass, right? because that should be what you're focused on. What if you pass? What if you succeed? Why focus on anything besides that? If you find yourself in this thought spiral, the best thing you can do is to reframe how you think and look at adversity in a different light. These types of challenges is what makes you better. It's forging you into a stronger person and a highly competent pharmacist. You are capable of doing hard things. Change the narrative in your head. Be courageous. Be intentional with your thoughts because they will influence your actions. Remember why you are here. I just finished reading Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis, great book. And she has this wonderful quote in her book, and that is, whenever you start doubting yourself, whenever you start feeling afraid, just remember courage is the root of change, and change is what we are all chemically designed to do. So when you wake up tomorrow, make this pledge: no more holding yourself back, no more subscribing to others' opinions of what you can or cannot achieve. Love that. Embrace and cherish your special role as pharmacy students. As a student pharmacist, you can make the difference in the lives of patients, their families, and all the people you work with. You have the ability to make an impact. Make your pharmacy school better because you were a part of it. Make our profession better because you were a part of it. Today, as you receive your white coat, know that you are joining one of the greatest and most noble professions there is. And with that, on behalf of the Nevada State Board of Pharmacy, I'd like to warmly welcome you, class of 2025, to the profession of pharmacy. Best wishes with your PharmD education, and remember to take good care of yourselves and each other. Thank you.
That speech almost makes me want to go back to pharmacy school, Dr. Park. How inspirational, and again, how proud we are to have you as a roadrunner and an example to this class. Next, I would like to welcome two individuals that are here to provide you some additional advice and well wishes. First, someone who remembers the excitement and nerves of this ceremony all too well, Miss Alexis Bringle, the president of the class of 2024. Then we will hear from our Teacher of the Year, one of them actually, we have two, Dr. Christopher So, Associate Professor of Pharmaceutical Sciences.
I've never done this before. All right. Welcome, class of 2025, to the pharmacy program at Roseman University. It feels like just yesterday I was sitting where you are today. I was scared and nervous, but also beyond excited. I had no clue what I wanted to do with pharmacy, but I know I was meant to be here, just like all of you. During my undergrad, I was one of those students who switched their major one or two, maybe 3 times before deciding that I ultimately wanted to attend pharmacy school. There are some of you out there who have known all throughout your life that you've wanted to pursue pharmacy. And there are others out there who Googled, what can I do with a science degree, after graduating or completing some prereqs. No matter where you fall on that spectrum, the important thing is that you are here now. You all made it. Sitting here today means you have officially flipped the page to the newest chapter of your life. Let me give you my first piece of advice. How this chapter plays out and ends is determined by nobody else except yourselves. You can choose to make it one of the best chapters of your life, or you can lay low, just pass your exams, and graduate. The second option sounds easier, right? As a Virgo, I will happily tell you you're wrong. I thought that too at first, and I stayed quiet for the first couple of months. I made one friend and had my built-in team member friends. As someone who doesn't like change, especially after already switching schools and being introduced to a completely new set of students and staff around me, I thought having these people was all that I needed. And then, after a few months, I started to realize that all of my classmates, not just my friends, are going to be here with me for the long run. Real quick, I want you to take a look to your left, come on, and take a look to your right. I have some homework for you already. After we're done here, I want you to find these classmates again and introduce yourselves if you haven't done so yet. Maybe even get their phone number. Remember these people. These are your people, and you'll need them. I also need you to do me a favor as you start school this week. Make an effort to come out of your comfort zone. I came way out of my comfort zone. I joined a few clubs, made a few more friends from these clubs, and next thing I know, I got voted as class president for this school year. When I was sitting where you are a year ago, I would have never thought I would be here on this stage talking to the upcoming class of future pharmacists. I hope as you begin to get comfortable with everyone around you that you will challenge yourselves and your classmates to be the best pharmacy students you all can be. I want to see all of you running for class officers or running for officer positions within the organizations on campus. I want to see all of you in the P1 room at school studying and working together to learn what your professors are teaching you. Trust me, some of the subjects will not be easy. To add to this, let me also say that Roseman University is not a place of competition between your classmates, but a place of collaboration. As healthcare professionals, our goal is to work as a team. You will all need to help each other to succeed. If you don't help one another, it will only be more difficult for your class as a whole. Trust me, you do not want that, especially with those team exam points on the line. Some final quick pieces of advice I will give you are: be on time for everything. Respect your professors and their time. Bring lunch from home. Eating out every day adds up quickly. Come to class. You will learn the most by attending class, and you will significantly cut down your study time. Manage your time wisely. Continue to make time for yourself, your family, and your friends. It's easy to get overwhelmed with what you're learning, so breaks are important. You will also stop retaining information if you spend all of your time studying. Lastly, bring a jacket to class. It's freezing in the P1 room. Class of 2025, I can't wait to see you around the halls of our amazing school. Make the best of it. Thank you. And now, my mentor and teacher, one of the teachers of the year, Dr. So.
Hello. I have a very tough acts to follow here. Great speeches by everybody. So, hi, everyone, and welcome. It's an honor and basically a huge shock that I was voted as Teacher of the Year based on what I teach. I think this is a class prank, right, guys? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So, again, great words of advice from everybody, but I'm supposed to, again, give you more words of advice, so here it goes from me. So, 961-181-320. Okay, 961-181-320. What is that? Well, that was actually my student number when I was at University of Toronto. Yes, I'm Canadian, and yes, I have no idea what I'm doing here right now. Yeah, oh, Canadians, hey. What are you guys doing here? Anyways, all right. My recommendation to you guys is be more than a number here. You guys have a number on your badge, but be more than a number. I was 4 years, I was that number. I would look myself up and be like, oh, I passed, or like, ooh, I not, right? But be more of a number here, all right? So you have opportunities here to be a better version of yourself, ultimately being the best you. I would say, encourage you guys to get involved, as Lexi and everyone has said. Follow your passion. Make a statement. Make an imprint on the institution of pharmacy. For example, you guys are about to do the oath of a pharmacist, but did you realize that the oath of the pharmacist was actually changed recently? This past year, in fact, because of the actions of some of the recent graduates of Roseman who thought it should be more inclusive of all patients, and they sat exactly where you sat in Sam's town. We've been here for a while. Right in front, nervous, but they were able to make that impact and make this particular change. You have the power here to make positive changes like that before you leave, right? Change to benefit the patients you serve and the profession that you're entering. Make a change, give back. Don't be like me, don't be just a number, right? Make sure that people know your names, right? I may not. Frankly, this university will probably not let you anyways, because we have like a lot of different organizations. We have a lot of things to get involved. For instance, you can join like student organizations, like the big one, Student Alliance. I think everyone's seen that one. They're probably camping outside right now, your P1 classroom, trying to recruit you guys. And also smaller ones as well, such as IFO and AACP and APS, as well as DAT, whatever they stand for. And also you have like research opportunities as well with myself, with Dr. Day, Dr. Chakraborty, Dr. Rollins, Dr. Talbot, who's not here. Who else am I missing? Dr. Lee. And you have opportunities here, right? We want you to become the best versions of you, so that you can be the best pharmacist in the long term, all right? So make sure you're not a number. But wait a minute, in the short term, you guys already just had a quiz? Oh my gosh. Anyways, in the short term, make sure you're gonna honor, you guys know what that means, right? You're gonna honor, or if you don't, you probably will eventually. You're gonna make sure you're gonna honor the heck of everything that we throw at you guys, all right? So, thank you all very much, and welcome to Roseman, and I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you.
The college welcomes Dr. Ragini Bhakta, Associate Professor of Pharmacy Practice, who will lead the College of Pharmacy Pledge of Professionalism with the students.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to ask the class of 2025 to please stand and open your program to the Pledge of Professionalism. Please read the pledge along with me. Ready? Here we go. As a student of pharmacy, I believe there is a need to build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, ethical behavior, and honor. This development, a vital process in my education, will help ensure that I am true to the professional relationship I establish between myself and society as I become a member of the pharmacy community. Integrity must be an essential part of my everyday life, and I must practice pharmacy with honesty and commitment to service. To accomplish this goal of professional development, I, as a student of pharmacy, should develop a sense of loyalty and duty to the profession of pharmacy by being a builder of community, one able and willing to contribute to the well-being of others, and one who enthusiastically accepts the responsibility and accountability for membership in the profession. Foster professional competency through lifelong learning. I must strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Support my colleagues by actively encouraging personal commitment to the oath of Maimonides and a code of ethics as set forth by the profession. Incorporate into my life and practice dedication to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of personal and professional values. Maintain the highest ideals and professional attributes to ensure and facilitate the covenantal relationship required of the pharmaceutical caregiver. The profession of pharmacy is one that demands adherence to a rigid ethical standards. These high ideals are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to the patients I serve. As a student of pharmacy, I believe that this does not start with graduation. Rather, it begins with my membership in this professional college community. Therefore, I must strive to uphold these standards as I advance toward full membership in the profession of pharmacy. Thank you. You may be seated.
You passed the test. I was watching all of your lips. You said Maimonides right, which means we can proceed with the ceremony. And that is a good time to proceed because it is now time for the white coats. I would like to ask the coders to please come forward to help with the coding procedure. Dr. David Rollins, Assistant Dean for Research, will oversee the ceremony. Could I have the first row of students please stand and come forward to be coded?
So as we proceed with the ceremony, I will read 4 names. Those students will come forward and all will receive their code at the same time. I ask that you please hold applause, cheers, whatever, to when those codes are going on so that everybody can hear the names that are read. Let's begin. Jessica Acosta Ross, Amanda Alibangbang, Amana Almasan, Fatma Ilshilwa, Zara El-Shilwa, Zainab El-Shilwa, Mark Louis Aquino, Kyle Arp. Landon Barker, Lydia Baruki, Kimnan Bui, and Memory Kane. Sammy Chung, Nicholas Cook, Skylar Corbett, Yingping Chui. Killian Deers, Kent Doe, Trisha Domingo, and Tamra Donaldson. Jonathan Duong, Romel Royce Fabella, Lillian Flesher, Marcelo Garcia. Anahit Gasabian, Daniel Grebiak Xavier, Megan Godfrey, Pedro Gonzalez Villafan. Aaron Hall Teresiano, Tyler Hill, Vanessa Hill, and Brandon Ho. Nam Huang, Isaiah Hodson, Lillian Huyn, and Celine Jabro. Molly Jordan, Gabriel Kalush, Usama Kezbe, Ahmed Kadra. Lynette Khalil, Ava Klein, Pusalarni Lapjarlan, and Matthew Lee. Sandy Levy, Jingmin Lin, Joanne Liu, and Ivan Lopez. Chianlin Mai, Elisha May Marquez, Karina Maroney, and Tatiana Melnick. All right, Dr. Lee. Ashley Miller, Saifuddin Mohammed, Vanessa Gongang, and Huyn Nui. James Nguyen, Hansang Nguyen, Chaninat Orosno, I said that wrong. Oronos. I apologize. And Anne Pham. Sophia Julie Puck, Haneen Raffo, Victoria Rodriguez, Shada Rohani. Yuchadal Sayanok, Harshita Sharma, Carrie Schumann, and Dorsa Siahatkar. Corey Smith, Charlene Tan, Arson Topchuan, and Johnny Vang. Evany Claire Villoreta, Claudia Visca, Camilla Vu, and Navid Yusefia. Sanja Zavala and Randy Zhao. Students, I sincerely hope I've passed my assessment today. And if not, I apologize for mispronouncing your names. I will turn the time back to Dr. Oswald.
And now, to read the Oath of a Pharmacist is our second Teacher of the Year, Dr. Michaela Clark, Assistant Professor of Pharmacy Practice.
Thank you, Dr. Oswald. Class of 2025, would you please rise? Any other pharmacists in the audience that are also pharmacists may rise and join us in the Oath of a Pharmacist. You will find this in your program. Please note, as Dr. So mentioned earlier, that the Oath of the Pharmacist was updated in 2021 to incorporate contemporary language and address diversity, equity, inclusion, and anti-racism. These national updates were started by a group of students, including our very own Roseman students. Please raise your right hand and read along with me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. You may be seated. I will now turn it over to Dr. Larry Fannin.
Good afternoon. Now, I think you all should know better from orientation. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right, that's so much better. It is such a great pleasure to see you all here, to see you in your white coats. I'm proud that you have chosen Roseman University as your College of Pharmacy. I find it difficult to follow all of the things that have been told to you already. There are terms that I've heard like challenge, responsibility, study, class, P1 classroom cold. I've been there, so I know it is cold sometimes. So all of those things that have been told to you, they are true. I need you to do that. On orientation day, I told you, let's see if you remember, what did I tell you that I wanted you to be? Who remembers? Ooh, that means you weren't listening. I told you that I wanted you to be the best pharmacist that Roseman University has ever produced. Did I not say that? All right. And that's what I want. And I want it because when I walk into a pharmacy and Dr. Miller or Dr. Gonzalez, where's Dr. Miller, future Dr. Miller? Where is she? And where's future Dr. Gonzalez? There he is. When I walk into the pharmacy and I see one of them behind the counter, I want to know that I am going to get the best health care that a pharmacist can provide because you graduated from Roseman University. We have the faculty, as been said, and the staff, as been said, that's here to help you. Take advantage of all of those opportunities. Your neighbor will be your best friend. In the future, that person may be the person that hires you for a job, or you may be the person that hires that person for a job. Make friends with your class, and also with the classes of 24 and 23 if you see them. I'll tell you a short story that just happened this weekend that goes to show that pharmacy is a small world, but how close friends can be. I was at an event this past weekend, and I sat talking to a gentleman who is from my home state, and in case you can't get it, I'm from the South. I do have a little bit of an accent. It's not bad. But I was talking to him, and he was telling me that his wife was from Georgia. He was from Utah. So we're talking, and he said, "Where did you go to school?" I said, "Mercer University." And he said, "Oh, my wife's brother went to Mercer University." And then he gave me the name of the person. So I had an opportunity to meet the sister of a gentleman that I went to College of Pharmacy with. He was 2 years ahead of me in Georgia, but I met her in Utah. He called the young man that I haven't spoken to in more than 30 years, in a few years. And we talked for 15 minutes on the phone, catching up. Haven't talked to him in a long time, but we were schoolmates, not classmates. Pharmacy is a small world. Be the best pharmacist that you can be, because you don't know where it'll take you in the future. Roseman is now a part of you, and you are a part of Roseman. Please remember that at all times. Now, I have one request for you at this moment. I have a lot of them later on, but one at this moment. Please stand and turn around to face your family, your friends, significant others. Wave at them. Okay, now within that wave, that is also a goodbye wave. So wave hard. Okay, you can turn around now and have a seat. I do that because, somewhere deep inside of me, I say, okay, you're becoming a pharmacy student at Roseman. It is going to require all of your time. You're going to study all the time. You won't have a chance to see your family. And that's probably the academic side of my dean brain. But the reality is, I want you to make sure you have a good work-life balance. I want you to take care of yourself. Make sure you've got good mental health procedures going, that you talk to someone if you need care. We are here to help you. We want to make you succeed. I want you to be what you want to be, and I want you to be what I want you to be, which is the best pharmacist that Roseman has ever produced. The faculty is here. The staff is here. I am here most of the time. But when I'm here, my door is always open. Please take advantage of it. Welcome, Roadrunners, class of 2025. I am happy to see you, and I'll be walking the halls looking for you sometimes. All right, take care.
Have you gotten all of the advice that you need to have? Do you have your white coat and is it clean, pressed, and ready to go? Then this concludes our ceremony. I ask guests to please remain seated until the recessional has completed. Class of 2025, please rise. Thank you.